Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. What's good, folks? What's good, people? What's happening? I know it's a little later than what I normally come on. It's all good. It's all good. We gonna get it. Hold on. All right, my mic's straight. We gonna get everything straightened around here. You did. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And look, don't come at me, my real Spanish folks, my real Hispanic people. I understand that Cinco de Mayo is not y'all true Independence Day. I know. All right. But let us Americans and us Blexicans live. All right. Let us live today. All right. This is our day. This is our day where we just love to drink tequila. Love to drink cervezas. Love the guacamole, the hot sauce, the pico, and the tacos. All right. It's our day. All right. Just let us have it. Let us foolish Americans have our day. All right. We love Cinco de Drinko. I don't drink as much on Cinco de Mayo because I am trying to be a reasonable, responsible adult and parent. So, lucky you 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said that to you. I'd have been cutting up in the streets on Cinco de Drinko. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope you're having a great Tuesday, early Wednesday on the East Coast. Technically, we're on the Wednesday here in the Central Time. Still got a couple hours left on the West Coast time for Cinco de Mayo. So hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday/Wednesday, early Wednesday. All right. Now that we got that out the way, y'all see the headlines, what we got prepared for y'all on tonight's show. All right. We're going to talk about something that I've been trying to beat into people's head about gambling and NCAA. We're going to talk about that as Brendan Sorsby. He's got his little situation going on. All right. We'll talk about gambling in the NCAA and why I told a lot of people from the jump, ban it, don't allow it. All right, we'll talk about that. Obviously, it's this time of year where cats get eliminated from the playoffs, especially if you are a big name. A lot of the discourse around your name, your legacy. All right, people love that L word. People use the word legacy more than they use the word love. All right, we'll talk about the legacy of one Kevin Durant. All right. But let's start right here. NBA playoffs, baby. NBA playoffs is cracking. What's going on, Gail? Classic line. What means KC? Kansas City. All right. Yeah. Kansas City, Missouri, to be specific, just in case you didn't know. Gail, there's a Kansas City in Missouri in Kansas, where the city sits on the border. So you got Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. I'm from the real side. Missouri side is the real side. No disrespect to the Kansas side. It's just that ain't nobody checking for y'all. All right. When they talking about Kansas City, they talking about the Missouri side because that's where we got the football team. Well, at least for the next 5 years, the baseball team, all the barbecue. All right. The dispensaries. All right. And what else is on the Missouri? Yeah, we got all that on the Missouri side. All right. So yeah, there's a difference. Yes, it means Kansas City, KC. Yes, that's what it means. Mm-hmm. I hope you learned something tonight. Hey, that's what happens when you tap in with your boy Wildcard Mark. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I might drop some more nuggets for you. Okay. So, I might drop some more. Hey, I'm just letting you know. I didn't know where you was from. You asked a question, and I wanted to make sure that you knew. Kansas City. I don't know if you heard of the Chiefs. They're starting to become big over in Europe. One of NFL's most popular teams. They starting to become big over in Europe. Kansas City Chiefs. Ever heard of them? My man Gail. I know that American football is starting to become popular internationally. It's not as popular as football, as Europeans call it. I'm not trying to disrespect you, Gail, but y'all love. We call it soccer. We don't. We trying to get popular with the NFL on the same level as football. Soccer and UEFA League, Premier League. Trying to get as big as that over in Europe, as big as it is. It's an American sport. Us silly Americans love watching people collide with pads on, pretty much in a car wreck every day, putting their lives on the line. We're barbaric over here in America. All right, we're barbarians. All right, let's call a spade a spade. But let's get down to business, because NBA playoffs are here, heating up, finally into the second round of things. And I must say this. All right, I must say this. Me being a Lakers fan, look, the fact that we made it. Okay, so oh man, not the Raiders. That's our rival. We don't like the Raiders. You look, Gail, go look up Patrick Mahomes, look up Kansas City Chiefs, and you'll fall in love with football. All right. Don't. I'm cool if you like the Packers. We ain't tripping about the Packers. Don't like the Raiders. Rugby, yes, it's very international sport as well. I don't mind watching rugby. I wouldn't play it because I don't like the pile up when they do it, the piling and the jockeying for position. Yeah, that's but hey, rugby's cool. But here's my thing with the NBA playoffs. Now that we're in the second round, and me being a Lakers fan, I am absolutely hurt because I've been saying this for the longest. I've been asking for Lakers management to do something, and they did it. The only problem is you got the aging superstar in LeBron James, and you got an up-and-coming star. Well, he's already a star in Luka Doncic, all right? And what would happen if one of these guys went down? And this is what I was afraid of coming into the playoffs if we were going to be a Luka led team with no LeBron, or a LeBron-led team with no Luka. And that was what I was worried about as a Lakers fan. And yet here we are in the second round. They got out the first round. And I'll talk about that kind of more when we talk about KD's legacy. Cheers from Switzerland. Okay. Gail, shout out to Gail. Hey, appreciate you, man. Like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Hey, let's see how big we can get in Switzerland. And if you ever make it to the States, come on to Kansas City, Missouri. All right. Remember, Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas. And I'll show you a good time. I'll show you all the spots to get the good ribs at, barbecue. I don't know if y'all do barbecue in Switzerland, but we do the barbecue. All right. I'll show you how to eat good barbecue. We got good tacos in Kansas City. All right. I can put you on game there too. I can show you where the good weed at too. The dispensary is popular. We got some good bud. I don't know if you smoke. I do, but you know, I can show you those two. Now the girls, you're on your own. I'm a married man, so I can't show you where the girls is at. So after that, I can show you where the bud, the beer, the barbecue, and the sports is at. After that, I can't. Okay. So you do barbecues, word. Well, come on down to Kansas City, and I'll show you a good time. But when it comes to this Lakers situation, you know, they're going up against OKC, and I gotta be honest, I gave the Lakers maybe a 10% chance to win it this series. I mean, the Lakers might be lucky if they get gentlemen swept. Still one game, maybe. You know, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Lakers to get past OKC. OKC, obviously, constructive, how they constructed, got the better team. All right? They got the better team. Howdy. What's good? The Lakers are just, I'm trying to find the right word to really describe how I think they just don't match up well with the Thunder. I'll be surprised if the Lakers get one. I'm just gonna keep it that way. All right. And here's why. It's because, and despite an actually solid game for Rui Hachimura today, I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I can't have AR, my man Austin Reeves, going 3 for 16. I can't have that. That is not conducive to winning playoff basketball when, one, you're without your star, Luka Doncic. Right? You're without Luka. You're going to take a hit. All right? Two, the one thing that I've been fussing at for the Lakers for so long is making sure that you got the right supporting cast around LeBron James in the event that you're going to be down a Luka Doncic. And here we are down a Luka Doncic, AR-15, Austin Reeves did not have a good shooting game. But other than that, you know, Rui Hachimura, slightly over 50% shooting from the field. Kudos. I'll take it. 18 points, 37 minutes. Look, we'll take what I can get. Because outside of Rui, we got a very pedestrian 10 points from DeAndre Ayton. I get it. It's a double-double. He got 12 boards. He's supposed to get a double-double. As big as you are, that's probably one of my knocks I've always had against DeAndre Ayton. Inconsistency. Do you want to be a big man or do you don't? Right? That's always been my problem with DeAndre Ayton. Consistency. There's moments where the guy looks like a legit big man, and then there's other times where he just looks like a goofy ass big man that's playing basketball because he's tall, not because he's good at it. So which one I'm gonna get when it comes to DeAndre Ayton? Marcus Smart, hey, he didn't shoot well neither. 4 15, 12 points, 2 of 8 from the field. Crap. Booty juice. I mean, my man, JJ Redick damn near emptied the whole bench trying to find something. I mean, even Bronny got 2 minutes. I mean, he's literally trying everything to try to get some help from LeBron without Luka. Because when's the last time y'all literally seen in the playoffs that a coach literally used the whole bench? One guy didn't get in. Like, literally. That's it. Maxi Kleber was the only guy that couldn't get in on the Lakers. Everybody else got at least a minute. It's because JJ was trying to find something. Obviously, The game was over at the end. Some garbage time for some people. Hey, get your playoff minutes. Whoop-de-woo. You played in a playoff game. Woo! But come on. I'm just being honest as a Laker fan. All right? As a Laker fan, because I need to make that distinct difference between being a LeBron fan and a Lakers fan. Because we know how LeBron fans act. They will follow him, whatever team he's at, buy the merch for whatever team he's currently playing for, support the team that he's currently playing for, and as soon as he moves on, they are no longer a fan of that team, of that franchise. They'll go with their fandom rolls where LeBron rolls. And that's okay. If that's how people want to rock, cool. No biggie. No problem. But what I'm saying is, as a Laker fan, when there's a certain expectation, a certain level of championship quality basketball team that we are accustomed to, and when you see this team, how they played tonight, I'm kind of looking like, how the hell did y'all even sneak out the first round? How'd y'all get out the first round looking like that? Because if that's what showed up tonight, damn it, get the brooms. Get the brooms. Get ready to get embarrassed, because OKC is going to easily sweep you right off the floor. You saw how the dominant performance they had in the first round. They picked up right where the hell they left off. Being dominant. Being dominant. I mean, literally, there's nothing, in my opinion, that the Lakers could have done tonight to win this game. I mean, Chet Holmgren gets his 24. Shea, look, not the most aggressive night, not the most stat-worthy night. Only gets 3 free throw attempts. I know a lot of people come on Shea talking about he's a free throw merchant, and I understand it to a certain extent, but I understand his game. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to go and attack the rim, and I'm going to make the referee make a decision. It's either a foul or it ain't. All right? So I'm not mad at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for being wise enough to make a referee, make him do his job. I'm not mad at it. But the fact that you kept him to less than 5 free throw attempts, all right, that's a win, but it didn't equate to the actual win. All right? I mean, it literally was Chet Holmgren. And that's what it goes back to, the inconsistency when it comes to my man DeAndre Ayton is, hey man, you may not be as skilled as Chet, but you are also the bigger guy. Hustle up on skinny dude. Like Chet Holmgren is very skilled, but he's frail. He's thin in the tail. DeAndre Ayton, move that little dude. You may not be as quick, but you better figure out something. Like muscle homeboy. All right? The best way to slow down very athletic, slender dudes is muscle up on them. You got to show them that you going to be tougher than him. You need to shut that down. Absolutely got to shut that down. I mean, hell, even the undercoach went into his bag, pretty much used the whole bench. So I'm just worried as a Lakers fan that this is about to be the rest of the series, is that there's no help for LeBron. And now, people that watch my content, y'all know good and damn well I am not a LeBron fan, but I'm not oblivious to the impact of the game that he's had. I'm not oblivious to his talent, all right? And I'm damn sure not going to be oblivious to how important he was or is to the damn team as of right now. All right? Because when you ain't got Luka, you got to fall back on 41-year-old LeBron again. And I don't know about y'all, Lakers fan, as much I respect his ball, his basketball capabilities, his basketball IQ. I've never been a big fan of LeBron, but in this situation, hey, come on. I'm going to need somebody to kind of give my guy some help. 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 Somebody come help my man Bron. And look, I'm not trying to freak out because it's game one, but I'm just being real. I'm just being honest. The fact, all right, the fact that the Lakers already pretty much went 6 games with a very offense inept Houston Rockets team without a Kevin Durant for majority of that season, I'm kind of like, well, damn. What are we going to expect when they actually got to go up against a team like OKC? Well, here we are with game one, and I'm like, damn, son, you might want to pack your bags, get the broom ready. It ain't looking too hot. It ain't looking too hot. I mean, I just got to be honest. I never pitched LeBron Bell because I don't like pitching superstars Bell when, especially in the NBA, when you as a superstar can affect the scoreboard so easily by yourself. You can't. LeBron can easily affect the scoreboard by himself. KD can affect the scoreboard by himself. Steph Curry can affect the scoreboard by himself. Victor Wembanyama can affect the scoreboard by himself. Jokic. I'm talking about the dogs, the superstars. When you like that and you can affect can affect the scoreboard by yourself, ain't too many times I'm gonna pitch you bail. But in this situation, I'm like, yeah. What do we expect? I mean, this guy has been 22nd, 23rd year, came right out of high school. A lot of tread on their tires is worn out. LeBron James might be the epitome of till the wheels fall off type athlete. He gonna rock till the wheels fall off. I mean, hey, the guy takes great care of his body. Never doubt that. Never doubt that. But here's what scares me. Here's what scares me.
LeBron was awesome. Again, he's 41 years old. He had 27 points. Like, he can't do anything more than this. It's going to be on the supporting cast, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely will be on the supporting cast. I honestly was surprised by LeBron's performance because what lives rent-free, you know, I'm a Houston native, what lives rent-free in my brain, I think it was after game 3 versus the Houston Rockets, they asked the sideline reporter, how are you doing, LeBron? And LeBron said, I'm tired as bleep. And we saw the miles sort of stack up, but he's a true professional. This man invests $1 million in his body every year. The professionalism for him to show up and also capitalize on what the Thunder gave. I was thoroughly impressed with LeBron James. Everyone else has to raise their game. The DeAndre Aytons, the Rui Hachimuras, again, Austin Reeves, those guys have to be top tier for them to have any sort of a chance.
And that's Tanae Agumake. She was on with Scott Van Pelt tonight. And she's right. I mean, I was impressed with LeBron. Again, I'm not a LeBron fan. But as impressive as the performance was, I don't care. You know why? It was a losing effort. All right? People talk about that big game that Michael Jordan had against the Celtics. What, 63 points? It was great. Should we really care? It was in a losing effort. I mean, we can praise good performances, but we should also keep great performances and losing effort exactly what they are. It was a great performance, but I'm not gonna go cuckoo, for Cocoa Puffs. You didn't win. The object is not to look great, have a great performance. No, the object is to win. And if we ain't winning, I don't care. That LeBron at 41 was very impressive, which he was. But damn it, and this is not on him. It's not on him. But what I'm saying is, something better happen. Something better shake for the Lakers. Y'all better figure out what's up with Luka. You better go down to New Orleans, get one of them voodoo chicks, get one of them babies. Get one of them voodoo babies. Put a little Vex or Hex on my man. Boil up the chicken feet, whatever the little posters they be coming up with. You know, blood of the goat. I don't know what they, you know. You want them good Creole girls to cock up something for you, make you feel better, Luka. I don't know what needs to go down to get Luka here tomorrow. I don't know. But something gotta shake. Because I'm willing to take the ineptness of Luka's defense to at least make sure that I can get what he does on offense. I'm okay with it. Because if he's going to be shaky on defense, obviously we'll see what the Jared Vanderbilt injury looks like with the finger. But at the same time, I'm putting that joint in a splint and I'm telling his ass to get back out there and be my shutdown defender. You know? There are other people that can defend on the Lakers having Luka on the floor. Let that be somebody else's child. Let that be Vanderbilt or Rui or hell. I let AR do it. I don't care. Just make sure that I got Luka's offense to help LeBron. Because this is what you're going to be dealing with, because we know that AR can score, but are we sure that AR is that consistent scorer to help alleviate some of the pressure off of 41-year-old LeBron? I don't think he is. Excuse me. So we've seen good AR, and tonight we saw bad AR. The problem is you can't be bad AR when there's no Luka. You gotta be on. Gotta be good AR when there's no Luka. You got to be the Batman's. You got to be Batman's Robin. You got to be the Robin to what is LeBron is the Batman. You got to be that number two. Look at this, how this roster is constructed with the Lakers. If there's no scoring from LeBron, who gets the points? Because we don't know when Luke is coming through that door. Who's getting the points? If anybody can answer that for me, I'll shut the fuck up. If anybody can answer me right now, if there's no AR shooting well, I'm sorry, if there's no Luka, and LeBron has to carry the load, where's the help coming from? Because I don't need every now and then guys that's going to chip in. I need consistent players that's going to chip in and help LeBron get to the next round. Because he's going to need every last guy on the roster at their elite level, which is going to be hard to ask for going against an elite defending champion like the Thunder. It's going to be a tall task. Is it impossible? Hell yeah. I ain't going to fake the funk with you, all right? I think it's impossible for the Lakers to win this series. I said it. My fellow Lakers fans get mad at me all you want. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the way that damn Rob Pelinka has put together this roster where it is literally make or break with AR and or LeBron. They prefer having LeBron and Luka, but that ain't been the case this season. So at this point, we're at and or LeBron and Luka. That's just where we're at. You just got to face the facts. And when one of those and or ors not in the lineup because they are not available, because of injury, because of health. Boom. Here we are into game one, getting the doors blown off. And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, the final score isn't indicative as it was. I ain't trying to hear that. Because at the end of the day, from what I was watching, I saw Oklahoma City team. I was really just kind of like, hey, man, let's make this shit interesting. Let's see who we can, entertain for the next 12 minutes in this fourth quarter. Because it was close. And then at some point in time, the Thunder said, entertainment shit over. Time to cut, bro. Time to kill motherfuckers. And they did what OKC did and said, it was cute, Lakers. That was cute. But it's time to put foot to ass, boot to cheeks. BTA will commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get them up out of there. That's what happened. Matter of fact, that's a lot of things that's been kind of happening off of, not to get off subject, like the Magic was a lot. That was a lot of fool's gold right there. For them to be up on the number 1 seed, Detroit Pistons, and I kind of think the Detroit Pistons was kind of playing when they fooled a little bit. They was like, oh, these old punk ass Magic, we ain't worried about them. And then next, they were down 0-2. And then in my humble opinion, Detroit said enough with the bullshit. We've done enough playing with these old punk ass Magic. Let's get them up out of here. Because then you saw the collapse of Game 6. All right. Then you saw it just complete demolition in Game 7. All right. Same with the Cavaliers series in round 1. They finally stopped playing and was like, we're so much better than you. Yeah, we shouldn't even be here in Game 7, but now that we're here, let's just flex and show that we really are better than you. Because that's what I kind of felt how the situation went down against the Raptors. By the way, I'm becoming a huge fan of Scotty Barnes. I might have been a little unfamiliar with your game. I apologize, Scotty Barnes. My bad. I kind of like what you're doing. I kind of think that Toronto might want to make sure that you do all you can to build around Scotty Barnes. I like his game. He kind of gives me a real old school feel where he kind of seemed like he wasn't okay with settling with jump shots at the 3-point. It looked like he wanted to get a series. One of the games that I was watching in the series, Toronto and Cleveland, he was being aggressive and trying to find his spot, whether it was mid-range or getting to cups. And I love that. Maybe I'm old school where, okay, I am old school. I'm cool with the 3-point shot, but when damn it, you are literally taking as a combined in the game, it's probably damn near more 3-point attempts than points scored. That blows me. All right. When both of these teams are combining, probably shooting 45 attempts apiece, it's crazy to me. I think that's crazy. Damn, they got 90 attempts at the 3-point line is absolutely crazy. Maybe that's just me. But to get back on track, when you start seeing these teams kind of like, they're better than the team that they are. And they are just bullshitting around in these series and they flip the switch. And here we are again in another situation where I think, okay, she was like, that's cute, Lakers. Yeah, stick around for the 4th. Let's get the views up. Let's get the NBA Twitter world talking. Let's get First Take talking. Let's give them something to talk about. Stephen A. Smith needs something to talk about tomorrow. Max Kellerman's probably somewhere talking some shit. Let's get Nick right, being Nick wrong tomorrow. Have him say some outlandish bullshit. So I kind of feel like, okay, she was like, yeah, let's entertain this shit up a little bit. And then bam, that was cute, Lakers. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. I know we gonna sweep y'all right. We might even give y'all one. Just to add some sizzle, you know. Respect to the team. Okay, see? Hey, they gonna be a problem. Don't be surprised if they repeat. But I will say this, especially in the West, with the second round finally getting going. And I want to talk about last night's game, Timberwolves and Spurs. And here's where Nick Wright is already being Nick wrong. He's already jumping off the ship of the Spurs. Oh, I can't pick them no more. I got to roll with the Timberwolves. Whoa, relax. You can't be prisoners of the moment. Now, I understand that the Timberwolves are absolutely playing, in my opinion, more mentally, I guess, aggressive, especially when they were missing Ant-Man for a couple of those games last series. And you kind of saw, like, the mentality that Ant-Man has is, like, spreading. It's infectious. It's kind of spreading among the team where they play with not reckless abandonment, but mentally they play with reckless abandonment. And what I mean by that is they don't care. Y'all saw how they was not afraid of Jokic in that series? Last series against the Nuggets? Hey, they had homeboy frustrated, mad, starting fights, getting emotional. You want to rattle a motherfucker? You know you got him when he's emotional. They had Jokic emotional on the ropes, bounce his ass up out of there. I will say this: Jamal Murray should have done a better job being the co-host, but that's neither here nor there. I will say this again. I said it last week. That Aaron Gordon injury, in my opinion, was more devastating to the Nuggets than the Timberwolves being without Ant-Man for those few games. Well, obviously, it's easy to say that now because they advanced, but I said this before they advanced. Is when you got Ant-Man, who we know what he is, but you kind of saw it last night. Ant-Man was really, I don't want to say not aggressive, but he made sure that the homies, hey, for 3.5 quarters, get yours. I'm going to be around. I'm going to be here. You know, I'm still kind of hurt, but I'm going to be here. And then when it mattered the most, they said, hey, man, Ant-Man, you've been doing a great job as a leader, hyping us up, pumping us up, being a great cheerleader, and you've been around. All right, now we need you to take it to the finish line. And guess what? You know what happened in that game 1 last night? Ant-Man said, hey, y'all been killing it. Y'all won some games without me against the Nuggets. Wasn't scared of old big, sloppy looking ass Jokic. Hey, man, since y'all ain't got us get to this point, I love y'all for that. I'm going to repay y'all and take it home. And there was a point in time where Ant-Man went from probably as cold as polar bear's testicles for the first 3 quarters to hot as helter-skelter, liquid hot magma in the 4th quarter, closing shit down. You got to love that. Matter of fact, Ant-Man made me even love him as a fan even more last night because of his thought processes. And hey, man, my dogs was over there doing work when I was injured. They got past Jokic and them. We in the first round. Ain't nobody giving us a chance against Wemby and them. And here we are still in game 1. Because that's attitude. This one thing that sometimes skills and attributes, there are some that you just can't put on a stat sheet. And attitude is one of them. And y'all can't tell me no different that the attitude that Ant-Man has ain't one that's going to bring him championships. Ant-Man's going to get him some championships before it's done and over. It's up to the Minnesota Timberwolves to make sure they got the right people around them. Right now, they actually got a solid squad. I don't know if they're going to win the championship, but damn it, you got the piece. Because he got the skills. Because Ant-Man he got the skills to play both ways. I say he's probably one of the best two-way players in the league. He's going to play both ends of the court. But the attitude, the win attitude, he really comes off as a player, and just looking how he interacts with his teammates, listening to him on interviews, behind the scenes shit. This dude seems like the type of cat that, hey man, I run through a wall for him, man. If you was one of his teammates, because you know he's gonna do it. Because you know he's gonna give the effort. You know he's gonna want to do it. And hey, I'm all for it. But I ain't gonna be like Nick Wright and be Nick wrong in this situation and just hop off the Wemby bandwagon just because it was one game. Because at the end of the day, it's still the Spurs who have a very nice roster, and it's still led by Victor Wembanyama, alien himself. And I don't expect him to go that cold from beyond the arc like he did last night. Matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that he'll probably cut, I think it was 8 attempts he took from the line last night. I'm willing to bet he's going to cut that in half. Because I got a feeling he's going to be more aggressive. Yeah, he went 0 for 8 last night on the three-point line. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't think 5 for 17 is going to happen again. Only 11 points. But I will say this. As much as we've all had jokes about Rudy Gobert, all right? That little French dude been showing his ass off this playoff series. Changing some narratives, right? Changing how people really think about, Mr. Frenchie. People, hey, he been changing my thought process on Rudy Gobert. I wasn't caring about them little defensive player of the years that you grabbed. And now I'm kind of like, how foolish of me to ever think that. Rudy Gobert did a solid job against Jokic. He was probably one of the main reasons why Jokic was frustrated. And I thought that Rudy did a solid job on Wemby last night. Obviously, he's like, hey, man, I'm going to come up to the three-point line and get near it, but I'm not going to give up all this paint, and you're not going to blow by me, because he is quicker. Because it was a couple of times where I'm like, damn, Rudy, you're just not quick enough for Wemby. He's too fast for you. And once he gets within, 5 feet of the basket, he's in range to dunk because the man arms are so damn long. Dude barely got to jump. So, yeah, I thought Rudy did a solid job against Wemby. Had him frustrated. Anytime he had no bad shooting nights like that, hey, Rudy did his damn job. So I get it. I've been one of the people that's had some jokes about Rudy. It's still Rudy Gobert, but damn it, he's got multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards for a reason. They don't just hand those out to bums that just can't defend. I mean, we just got to be honest about that. So him being a not only a Defensive Player of the Year, but a multiple Defensive Player of the Year winner. Okay, my bad, Rudy. I know when to apologize and shut the fuck up. My bad. Right? But I wouldn't be surprised if this series goes 7, just because off of the sheer thought that the Timberwolves are scrappy. They are. It's just hard. I know a lot of people was like, oh man, Ant-Man gonna be hurt. Oh man, ain't no way they gonna get past Jokic to them. And they are in the second round. They're already 1 up on Wemby and them. So that's just where I'm at with that one. OKC, yeah, we talked about it a second ago. It is what it is. Let's move to the East, right? Because I don't know what to really make of the 76ers. I really don't. You win the 7-game series, get rid of Boston, which, by the way, sidebar, I wouldn't have, I get that Jason Tatum wanted to play. He thought he was healthy enough for it. But hey, sometimes when you got those type of injuries, man, you got to be so careful with the ramping of a player coming back from the injury. And for him to come back within what's that, 8-9 months, 10, if that, miraculous, dangerous at the same time. And obviously, we're not having this conversation if Tatum doesn't get hurt, but he did. All right, and it does make you wonder, like, how was he really trying to push it? Like was Jason Tatum trying to push it too hard, trying to come back at the end of the season? And I know they were trying to they weren't. I think they should have done a better job at minute restricting him on the way back, because he wasn't doing back-to-backs, but there was times he's hitting 35, 36 minutes. Like a few times. It's kind of like, if this guy's coming back from this type of injury, like, why don't we give my man 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, then ramp it up once you see that his body's responding the way you want it to go from 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Start slowly getting him, or at least the minutes that you play him will put him in a position that he's not exposed where, hey, we're just trying to get your feet wet, bro. You could put him in end of the first quarter, maybe beginning of the third quarter. Let's make sure we just at least get your stamina up, get your wind up, try to get you back in somewhat of basketball shape, competitive basketball shape, because you ain't been competitive in 10, 11 months, something like that, because of the injury. So I'm not saying that Boston did wrong, because if I'm a coach or I'm a general manager and my star player comes to me and says, hey, man, I'm ready. Well, let's talk to medicals. They clear you, then all right, let's go. But I don't know, man. Maybe sometimes players got to get saved from themselves. I don't know. I don't know what the actual true answer for that situation it was in Boston. But I know one thing. Hey, there was a point in time we all can't fake the funk. When we saw Tatum coming back, he was getting those minutes, had a couple of nice little games towards the end of the stretch. And you're like, Boston might be a little bit scared of what the hell we thought they were. But Philly handled business. Game 7 took a lot out of the 76ers, and Game 1 in New York was a quick turnaround. Yeah. Shout out to Man Down Sports, Mel, Jay, Chris, the ladies. Dom, Brittany. Shout out the whole Man Down crew. Gotta make sure y'all tap in with them. They do great shit around there, right? They do great stuff. Content is fantastic, right? Matter of fact, hey, I ain't never scared to say stuff where I get inspired by other people's, right? They one of those content creating companies that, hey, I don't mind. Hey, man, I like kind of what you did right there. Let me incorporate a little bit of that in my shit. Hey, if you ain't getting inspired, I don't know what you're doing. Then you ain't serious about your craft, right? If you don't get inspired. So shout out to them. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's crazy with the scheduling of the NBA. Like, damn, which I understand because they're more apt to have quick turnarounds. Obviously, playing an 82-game season, there's some back-to-backs in there. There's some travel days in there, but hey, it's always a quick turnaround with NBA players in the game. So they're used to that, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that it was a Game 7, that they were in with Boston. And you know, Boston and Philly are kind of those two cities where, you know, it's like the rivalry type, you know, they don't really fuck with each other. Boston don't really fuck with Philly, you know, because Boston says I was the original city of America, and then Philly says no, it's really us. We was the original city of America, you know. So they got that little kind of weird city beef going on, and it kind of leaks into the sports somewhat. I mean, they in the same region, so I understand it. So emotionally, I can definitely feel what Bell is saying right here. When hey, you going to game 7, you're physically drained, you're emotionally drained, you're probably spiritually drained, and guess what? Here come the Knicks, who happen to be clicking at the better time of the season. I mean, the Knicks thoroughly put boot to asses the other night. They made sure that, hey, yeah, that was cute, Knicks, for getting rid of Boston, even though we wanted to play them. But since you're here, come get this ass whooping. Come get it. And get it. And guess what? The Knicks got to do this. I said it last week. If the Knicks don't win the championship this year, then win. Then win. All right? A lot of things kind of happened the way for the Knicks this year. Obviously, the downfall of the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo needs to get up out of there. By the way, I've said this before. If I was Oklahoma City, I was Denver Nuggets. Oh, yeah. I'll say it here again. If I was Oklahoma City Thunder, I would put Chet Holmgren in the package right now with some of those picks, the multiple picks that they got, and I would ship it over there to Milwaukee and get Giannis. I said it. Why not? You got the capital. Draft picks are there. The money will work itself out because Chad already got the max extension. All right. Giannis is already on the contract. Just saying. If you want to keep that dynasty to go from 2 to 3 years in OKC to probably 5 to 6, 7 years. No disrespect to Chad Holmgren, but I would pack your bags in a heartbeat if it gets me Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just saying. I know for a fact what I got with Giannis. I think what you got with the possibility of Chet does not equal to what the factuals of what you know what you got with Giannis. I would trade that in a heartbeat. He's 30. Probably got, 6, 7, maybe 8 at their max. Elite years. Chet, I get it. The younger one. That body frames, he frail in the tail. All it takes is one good shoulder check into that chest, might cave that whole motherfucker in. All right? Y'all remember what happened when Yao he was tall, but he was lanky. Y'all remember when you get tall and lanky going against power. Shaq will throw that damn shoulder in the damn Yao's chest, and he was intentionally trying to cave that motherfucker in. Just saying. Just saying. When you're lanky and tall, no weight to the tail. Not saying you not gonna last in the NBA. It's just a little bit tougher to last in the NBA. You got some dudes that is just really some body rockers on the paint. It's gonna be hard for you to survive that. Just saying. That's just simple physics, in my opinion. I don't think you need to be a rocket science for that shit. But again, we're back on track to this. The Knicks got to win. Matter of fact, it's so much, in my opinion, there's so much pressure on them to win that if they don't win it this year, I think you got to consider moving some of those pieces. Maybe Mikal needs to go somewhere else, and you might get some value from him. Maybe OG needs to go somewhere else. maybe you start thinking about Jalen, Cat. I'm not saying you blow it up, but you gotta. If they don't win the finals this year, then I don't know what you hold on to because you hit the ceiling. You already fired one coach for hitting the ceiling. Mike Brown's in his first year. It may sound crazy, but Mike Brown got to go win it. It's just, if not now, then when? Again, Milwaukee's been down. Boston, they kind of scared us, but they're not the same. Detroit, okay, they solid. Love Cade. But if he's not shooting well, where the scoring come from? So that's a lot to be banking on Cade Cunningham to make sure he has a pretty much elite night every night. I mean, that's just my opinion about Detroit. So you look at the rest of the East, Philly don't scare me. Matter of fact, they won Joel Embiid slip away from losing him for the rest of the series. He might sneeze too hard and put his spine out of alignment. The way he's so fragile, that man might fart and he got a broken tailbone. So look, I'm just being honest. And I love Tyrese Maxey. What? I don't know if he's always been capable enough to hold the squad down when there's an Embiid out. I don't know if he's capable of doing that. Solid player. Love Terry's game, but I don't know if he's that type of player. I haven't seen it enough for me. In my opinion, I haven't seen it enough to say that, hey, man, without a former MVP in the lineup and Joel Embiid, it's all on me, Max. Bring it home. I don't know if, that piece is going to really render the same results that you're thinking it is. I don't know. Because I just don't think he's done it enough for me. So when I'm looking at the landscape of the East, I'm kind of looking at the Knicks like, why don't y'all win this joint this year? There's a lot of things that's just unusual of the East this year that hasn't been in years past. There is no, in my opinion, clear-cut winner of the East. It needs to be the Knicks, though. I don't see a clear-cut representative for the East. But it needs to be the Knicks, though. Just saying. But let's be honest. The Knicks will have a hard time with either OKC or San Antonio. It'd be tough. It'd be tough. And I don't want to assume that we're automatically going to get Spurs, Timberwolves. Spurs in Thunder. Damn, it's kind of hard to really not think that we're not going to get it. And I get it. You're down on one of Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, man, they got to get 3 more. And that boy Wemby might be on hell on wheels for the rest of the series. So I'm pretty sure he not like the result of what went down in game 1. Just saying. And I definitely think he wants to make sure that he sees OKC in the Western Conference Finals. Because I think what would bring him satisfaction is winning the West and also winning the West by beating your nemesis. I'm just saying. I think Wemby's motivated to make sure that he beats the Thunder. And he makes sure that he bodies Chet Holmgren. I just think that's what he wants. So don't be surprised the Spurs come out for the rest of the series. And your man, Wembanyama, is going ape shit. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I didn't spend my whole show on talking NBA playoff. Let's get to this. KD legacy. Because we do this every year, folks. Especially as fans, and our fandom can't help ourselves. is we throw this L word out, legacy. And it's crazy is because, like, from the fans' perspective, I'm kind of more like, how do we determine someone's legacy as a fan? And for me, I don't think we should. Because who the hell are we? I'm just being for real. Who the hell are we to determine a player's legacy? I mean, we're supposed to just be fans. And when you talk about legacy, and I don't think for me, it's not the same. Because at the end of the day, it's a job. NBA players, NFL players, MLB players, National Hockey League players, whatever major sport player it is, that's their job. And to equate somebody's legacy or what they did on a job is, when you really kind of bring it down and think about it, is like goofy. Goofy. Because his job is just a source of income. It shouldn't affect my actual legacy as a human being on this planet Earth. And it shouldn't supersede what you are as a person. Occupation shouldn't make you a person. Occupation should just be for what it is, just a job. So that's why I don't get this legacy talk. And specifically when it comes to KD. And I was thinking about this the other day, and my analogy might be a little bit off, and y'all can get at me in the comments and say, whatever, just don't be disrespectful. Kevin Durant, I've seen players like him, and the first player that comes to mind, believe it or not, is Deion Sanders. And here's where the comparison for me is at right here. Because for those that remember Prime's Deion Sanders NFL career, specifically that career, your man drafted to the Falcons, was doing well. They made a few playoff appearances. Then he gets to San Francisco. Then Prime helps San Francisco get to a Super Bowl and win it. And he won one in like 12, 13 years between the 80s and that early 90s Super Bowl. Okay, cool. So he helps them win a championship. Your man Jerry Jones, being Jerry Jones, said, hell, we was so close to getting to the Super Bowl. Why? What stopped us? Oh, that's right. That mother 21 Deion Sanders. Well, why don't we go ahead and get that man an offer he can't refuse and go ahead and leave San Francisco, just won the Super Bowl, and come on straight on over to us, Dallas. And it happened. It happened. And then he won them a Super Bowl. And then, of course, Deion Sanders gets older, not so as fast, still got the great instincts and whatnot. Because remember when Deion Sanders played for the Ravens, he's 35, 36 at this point in time, still making solid plays. Remember, he played till, was it 2002, 2003? There was some stints that he was kind of bouncing to team for a stretch of a couple of years. All right. But my main point is you saw a great Hall of Fame talent in what Deion Sanders was. But when it was time for him to start getting chips, he seemed more of the Deion sniper prime time. He was pretty much their Sicario, their fixer, their contract hitman. All right. Don't really have a home bases residence. Excuse me. But you travel, go all over the place to places, and you were just there to do one job, is to be a killer. And Deion Sanders was in Atlanta for a few years, wasn't getting the success he wanted, and he signs the deal. Signs the deal with the 49ers, Cowboys back years with Super Bowl. So he pretty much was a hired cornerback, hired gun, pretty much. You add Deion Sanders to your team, man, and not only are you going to get a one side of the field locked down, but he might help us get to a Super Bowl because he affects special teams as well. So when you see that situation where a guy so talented like Deion Sanders is pretty much becoming the hired gun, I'm relating that to Kevin Durant because he was brought in to Golden State to help put them over the edge. He did that. He did that. The only problem is just like primetime Deion Sanders, the older he got, the body just didn't move like we used to. And in this case, my man missed some games because of the injury, and a lot of people were like, oh, it's an ankle. Get your ass out there and play. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody got to chill. You got to relax because if there's anything, one person in the NBA that I don't question about their desire to play is Kevin Durant. Let's push it into perspective, folks. When's the last time y'all seen Kevin Durant even linked? Any photos leaked of him being with a woman? And I'm not being funny right here. I'm just being for real. My man's not linked to any ladies. All right. We've seen his grooming habit. All right. Ain't the best at brushing his head and B2Bs or brushing his beard. All right. He's made it known that he ain't big on using lotion. All right. So let me get this straight. People are questioning Kevin Durant and his legacy. Huh? You talking about the man that has always been about basketball? Him? We're questioning his will and want to play? Come on, folks. Let's talk intelligently. Let's really be honest about this thing. If you don't like Kevin Durant, then just say that. But just like how prime time was, he starting to become a hired gun. The only problem is this is Houston problem. It was a problem in Phoenix. It's just that, yeah, you got a hired gun, but this gun is getting old. And this gun has shown that it's broken. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's like, bro, you start getting older, all right? Your body ain't gonna bounce back like it used to. Just Kevin Durant's getting older. He's closer to 40 than he is 35. And so the mistake that Houston made, that Phoenix made is, hey, man, when you attract a hired gun of the talents of Kevin Durant, you got to bring him into something where all he has to do is his job. The teams keep doing it over and over again and keep giving up so much capital to acquire Kevin Durant. And I'm not putting this on Kevin. It's y'all general manager. Kevin Durant's he's gonna get the blame for it. It shouldn't be. Because fact of the matter is, there's a general manager that has a job to do. He needs to make sure that, hey, I am putting the right squad together, building around my superstar, get him people that complement his game. That's the job of a general manager, right? All right. So I'm not gonna blame KD for the fact that franchises keep over and over again sell pretty much a lot of their credibility. I mean, mother was I was about to say. But when you over here putting so much all your eggs in one Kevin Durant basket, and he's getting older and knee issues, and it's like you gotta kind of get what you ask. My thing is like, come on, man. When it comes to his legacy talk, why we gotta have this discussion on what the legacy of what that human believes his legacy is? And if we disputed it, oh, how dare he? He's wrong. So what? He lived his life. I don't care. You start sounding crazy as hell. So when it comes to this so-called legacy, I just think, come on now, y'all can make fun of the kid for the the little counts, the little anonymous account that he had, little burner accounts, and say what y'all want, they're gonna use that against him. They're gonna use it against him. You know how corporate entities get down. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Go see how TKO is handling WWE right now. All corporate pressure. Hey man, we got the money, back up, whatever the hell we want to do. Say, yeah. Come on, man. For me, Katie's legacy, I'm fine with whatever he decides his legacy is. Who the hell am I trying to judge other man's legacy and his job? All right. Because I think I'm more concerned with the actual, thing of what it is. I need to, probably feel that I impacted something. And we can't act like Kevin Durant ain't impacted nothing. So we're really going to have legacy talk. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best shooters in the history of the NBA. He is. But if he wasn't a hired gun, like primetime Deion Sanders, who knows where the where the growth could be. I'm just people got to realize, man, not everybody's journey gonna be the same. It's just that an issue. We are all way too many different people. We might have certain interests, likes that are comparable or alike, aligned with other people. At the end of this day, I think for me, the legacy is what those people say about you when you're gone. And that has absolutely nothing to do with basketball. So if we're talking about, KD legacy, I don't know. The impact the game, because you ball. How people talk about it, to me, is the true definition of, determining somebody's legacy. Is to hear words spoken about you in such a positive light. That's legacy, in my opinion. And it might necessarily even have anything to do with basketball or any sport. Just saying. All right. It's on the docket. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Because not only NBA players, you know, they got their own little gambling situation going on. As I saw Damon Jones took the guilty plea. He took that guilty plea. He like, man, this let me serve my time and let me burn up out his ass. But I've said this on the show before, and I can't remember which episode it was months back. At some point in time, I was talking about it because there was some rumblings. All right. I don't like saying I told you so, but I told y'all so. There was going to be a point in time at the moment that the NCAA did not ban gambling. I knew something was crazy. Why? My main thing is look, you already got NIL transfer portal, which is already a big talking point for collegiate sports anyway. And you're already, you know, focused on how you can do to improve the game. Well, let's start with that one. Gambling rule. Make it 100% illegal. You can't bet a nickel, a dime, a penny, a dollar. Like, I just don't understand how there's so much NIL situation, transfer portal with all the money. I don't like being here. Who's gonna pay me more? And hey, get y'all bread, little homie. I'm just more irritated that before it was go get your bread is how are we gonna structure this thing so that it doesn't turn into the bullshit that it is now, where cats is getting outbid when it comes to money that can be donated to the school. Blase, I might know that person, they know this person. We can, you know, backdoor an operation read. All I'm saying is I've been telling motherfuckers not to let these kids gamble because they're not responsible. Ladies and gentlemen, I may not be 24, 23, 22 no more, but I'm willing to bet that if I was still 19, 20, 21 and had a pocket full of money with my name, image, and likeness, still that shit was probably getting wasted that night. I'd have acted a damn plum fool with NIL. Oh, what? How much can my NIL get me? I'd have been worse. But you got to make sure your talents back up the money that goes with it. And sometimes, unfortunately, some of these cats ain't got the cash, ain't pull or skills to back up the money that is flowing to their pockets. But the gambling part should not be allowed at all. Shouldn't have been allowed at all. The moment I saw that they weren't going to 100% definitely not ban gambling in the college world, I knew something was wrong. Because it just didn't make sense. Like what? Haven't we seen how some of these kids acted? No disrespect. The whole team of Georgia got some left foots. Let me getting this NIL money. All of them probably got stat packs. They all walking around with the Dodgers, the Mopars. We stat packed out. Well, they all got left foots, and all of them damn near getting into some type of auto situation every damn year. Every damn year. Every year. So what my main point is when it comes to this gambling thing is, why are we trying to give 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, young adults, not fully mature. Well, why are we even letting them even entertain or sniff that hate gambling is prime y'all? Because it won't be. They get cats in trouble from other states and countries. They be on that gambling shit. And something acting fun. Something ain't right. The only problem is with this one, this ain't the tip of the iceberg, baby. This ain't the tip of the iceberg. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It is. It's gonna get far more worse than it is gonna get better. It'll take a minute for all this to clean all this up. But listen to Paul Feinbaum.
To go into your mind.
I believe this is the tip of an iceberg. This is a story that a lot of people have been waiting to happen. It was a couple of years ago, head baseball coach at Alabama bet on games. He was fired immediately. The story went away. But this is such a big story. I called Danny Sheridan last night, the well-known sports handicapping expert. He told me 75% of male college students bet on sports, and more than 25%, according to his research, of athletes. This could be an epidemic proportion and an epidemic of a scandal. And here's the most interesting part. The NCAA has been asking for this. About a year ago, the NCAA agreed on legislation that allowed college athletes to bet on professional sports. A number of people, including the SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, intervened. They went to the president, Charlie Baker, and said, we have to rescind this. They did, but they opened the door for all of this, as we all know where sports gambling is, and now it has crept into college sports. And Greeny, unfortunately, I believe we'll be here many more times talking about this issue.
The only problem, Feinbaum, with what you said, it didn't just creep into college sports. It's been there. All right? Collegiate sports and gambling's been going on. People been betting on, Final Four games. Every tournament, March. Money's getting thrown across the damn world when it comes to that. And it's not just everyday folks gambling. I mean, literally, you heard they say, hey, man, y'all can bet on college sports. No. It's too late. Too late. It was too late. I'm just saying, at some point in time, just help yourselves out. You wanna eliminate a problem that just make it 100%. If you bet, you got to go. Looks like they finally got back to that. And they need to stick with that. You got to. Sometimes you gotta save people from themselves. And having 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds with some NIL money, got 500 racks in their pocket, what you think they're going to want to do with it? They want to get more of it because they want to blow it. Or some get greedy. I'm trying to, hey, you seen it before? College athlete caught 20 pounds of weed. You got a couple bricks. I just think the NCAA has so many issues now that the NIL is here. Again, it's not the players' fault. They should have been getting paid. But when you don't have parameters, rules, regulations, and then all of a sudden shit starts getting crazy, we got to start putting rules and regulations. They did that before you wrote that out, player. I know one thing. I know when I'm sick of one job, I'm going to go get another job before I get rid of the other job that I'm sick of. I set myself up. NCAA, they did none of this stuff. They said, yeah, I've been crying about this money shit here. Fine, hey. Okay, NCAA, what's the rules and regulations? We'll figure that out. No, player, set yourself up. In culinary world, we call it mise en place. Put it in place. You gotta put it in. You gotta put some stuff in place. Put it in order. That's what it is. NCAA did a poor job. And I'm not absolving Brendan Shores. He's going to get treatment, whatever, you know, saying he has a gambling problem. Hey, by all means, get the help that you deem necessary to get the help. But I'm also not going to act like kids. Kids. It's still going to be kids. They're still young adults who are not 100% there mentally to handle everything like an adult. It's just not. It's just not possible. Still gonna do young kid goofy shit. Just facts. Just the way to land. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's a wrap. Hope y'all enjoyed that bit of Mayo. I haven't talked enough. Flap my gums long enough. But we up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notifications. Tap in with your boy. And right there, you see that under my name, Wildcard Mart? That's my Twitter handle. Twitter at Casey Wildcard Mart. Just go there. Then you can see a lot of the content that I do outside of I.O.W. Sports. You know, ARG Podcast, you know, Audible Podcast. So make sure you tap in with that. And of course, hey, I.O.W. Sports Network on all social platforms. Tap in with us. YouTube channel, especially the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe there. But until then, until the next time, and Wildcard Mart is outie. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I hope you drink enough tequila tonight and ain't enough tacos. Holla at you.
Yeah. Silent Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wildcard Mart. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wildcard Mart. We about to